Here's a review of the Vermeer Navigator D33 by 44 directional drill. This is a model a lot of people really don't have. And that's one of the reasons I want to get it. It is really, really nice. It's like 20 bucks, I think you can get it. And it is just really nice. So if you can find it, I'd recommend getting it because it is pretty cool. Some people might not like the idea of directional drills because they like open trenching and everything, but it's something that I wanted to get. So I'll start off with the features. I mean, it is really nice. So it's small. Your tracks, they're rubber, which is just like the real machine. At least I think of this size. I know the real big ones do have metal tracks, but I'm pretty sure this one does have like mini excavated tracks. So they roll all right. The tread pattern's pretty lame. It could have been nicer. Your seat swivels here. This is like transport, and I know the ditch witch machines you like drive them to the area behind, and you have to turn the seat in. Well, you don't have to, but I mean you turn the seat in. I don't know if this one maybe you steer it or control it from the seat. I don't know because there's no levers in the back or anything, so I'm not quite sure on that. But so this swivels, which is really nice. You got your little foot step there, but your main drilling head goes up there and comes down to there. So it does go underneath of it. You can see this underneath here because there's a cylinder. So that's pretty cool. Your drill head goes out to here like that, which is pretty cool. And they actually have a drill starting rod. This comes back here. Your augers go down to there. They don't spin or anything, but that's alright. So they go down to there. So, real quick, because I know there's a few people who really don't know a lot about directional drilling. What happens? You come up to where you want it. There's many different ways, but this is the way I know, so I'll show you guys. You come up to here. You clamp this down. Turn your seat out, obviously. Put your augers down. Your drill head, you start it out and you go as far as you can. Okay. Let me just pick this up. So you'd normally be underground here. And there's a guy standing out here with it looks, kind of looks like a metal detector. It's called the locator. And there's a piece inside the drill head that will send the signal up to the locator, which will send it to a little box on here, which looks like a clock, and it'll tell you which position the drill head is. And you can learn, because if you turn it a certain way, you can get it to go left, right, up, down, or you can just drill and go straight. Because steering it, you just turn it the way you want it, and you just push it. That's why the augers come in handy, and that's going that direction, so you can only do it a little bit at a time. Then you spin it to go straight, drills through the ground, and so go all the way down to here, and this, called a wrench, will this piece right in here will grab onto the rod and grab onto both ends. So it will unspin it, bring it. This rod will be still in the ground, and this will come all the way back. This piece come all the way back. You drop a new rod, and the smaller machines you have to manually do it. And bigger ones will do it automatically. Screws in back here, and you push it, and you'll have two rods in the ground now. Same thing, push it back. So that's why if you've ever seen them, you just see this thing go back and forth. That's why, because this is keeps pushing it. And the operator and the locator pretty much talk to each other. There's other ways with boxes. You'll put a box here, and it senses everything. I'm not quite sure. That's the way I know how to do it. I'm not sure if that's the common way or what, but that's what I've seen and heard and everything. So now we'll move on to some detail here. It's not the most detailed, obviously. Start at the track frames here. You can see your rollers in there, which is cool that they add that because it is pretty small. See sprocket detail and everything, which is cool. Your decals are crisp, and this is metal if it looks plastic. This is a pretty metal heavy piece. Your seat, it's really nice. It's got the brown and Vermeer and little things there. And one thing I love about the seat is if you gotta have a guy sitting, it looks pretty sweet with him sitting in there. This guy's like eating a sandwich, but not that big a deal. I had to modify his arm, and I think I did the other one too, because, yeah, the other one was like in his face, so just put them both like that, and I think it looks pretty sweet. Pretty realistic, actually. So, in here, this is where all your gauges are on here. You'll probably have the ignition, fuel, temp, everything like that. So that's that. And you got your Vermeer decals there, which is nice. Moving on, go up here. Your augers, which have pretty nice detail. They don't spin or anything, but they do push down, as you saw. They didn't have enough stiffness to stay up, but I can see eventually them weakening. So just keep that in mind. The drill head here is actually really nice. It's got a good amount of detail. So that's pretty cool. It does look cool. This is all detail. Like I said, this is a wrench here. So there's detail. Behind here, you just see your rod. Pretty basic. Your box, or this is where you keep all the rods in there. And it's alright detailed. I mean, you can see they're all casted in there. Should be nice so you could pull one up. But here would be a bunch of hydraulic lines that wrap around. They just put a gray, because there is actually a piece here that brings them all around. And that just brings hydraulic lines to the pump and everything. You know, all that stuff. Not really a pump, but here's texture. It's not textured, it's just a decal. It's supposed to be a grill, I guess. And back here, another like radiator inside. And other side here, pretty basic. I think here would be stabilizers, but they don't move or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. One last thing, I can not drop my phone. I'd like to show you guys what it looks like on the first gear tag trailer, because I think it looks the coolest on here. Set it up like that, and slide this down. I think it looks pretty sweet. This might be a little bit too much trailer for it, but I don't think the Landau trailer that you can get Bobcat set or Yale set, it's just a little too big. So the first gear tag trailer looks way cooler. You can get an idea there. But put this behind a tandem or triaxle, it looks sweet. So I do recommend getting this if you happen to be ordering, because it is kind of cool. I think, but that might just because I've seen them and everything and whatnot. So they are pretty cheap. I think they're like $20 on them. I don't know where you can get them. I'd just Google it, and hopefully you can find them. So thanks for watching.